Now, there are two obvious picks with this next team, and we are a little frustrated by the whole way this shook out. But the Toronto Maple Leafs, in their infinite wisdom, decided to keep the 30-year-old defenseman who makes $2 million. Now, everybody's like, hey, oh, man, they don't grow on trees at $2 million. I'm sure you can find another partner for Jake Muzzin to look good. And it doesn't mean that Justin Hall's a bad player.
How about 1.5?
Right. And to that point, Steve, that $1.5 million player coming off his worst season, doubling his salary and getting term.
Listen, I talk about Jim Benning and the idea that he could be an extremely good assistant GM, but he's the GM and has obvious flaws. Sometimes I wonder if the Leafs have one of those.
I mean, I think it's obvious. Justin Hall should not have been protected. You went out and got Jared McCann. So then what you do is you protect Alex Kerfoot, to me, because
you don't have 7 forwards worth protecting.
Right. Well, and because I look at this and I go, Seattle would pick McCann. So you're protecting Hall anyway. You've made the deal. Why are you? They're not going to take Hall over McCann. And if they do, fucking let them. Trade McCann for the defenseman that you need. Like, really? I don't get what the Leafs are doing here. But that's what we're looking at. Jesse Blake, who do you pick from this Leafs team?
I'm taking Kerfoot. I think it's been rumored for so long, and the Leafs did nothing to try and find a way to protect Kerfoot. So I'm just going to take it.
Steve Dangle.
I'm hoping McCann is Kerfoot insurance, and they made the deal because they know they're going to lose Kerfoot. But I'm making the pick that I would make: the younger and cheaper Jared McCann.
Interesting.
Enjoy Hollander in the 7th, Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna echo Jesse. I go Alex Kerfoot. This is a guy who just recently learned how to penalty kill. He's only a year older than McCann. He can win faceoffs sometimes. Can be a good winger. And I've got a team loaded with centermen, so I don't necessarily need him to be the centerman. But he's a fast skater. Only $3.5 million for 2 more years, and he's 26. McCann is also a good choice. I take the guy who can play center more often, and especially on the penalty kill. I think Kerfoot has the edge and maybe being a little bit more useful. All the same, I'm really confused at what the Toronto Maple Leafs are doing here. Maybe they want to lose the money. Maybe.
Right. What would you guys be most happy with? Adams.
They lose Kerfoot.
Man, I guess so. I think
they lose Kerfoot, sign a center, move McCann to the wing.
So here's the thing: you lose Kerfoot, you sign a center. How much is the center going to cost?
Well, ideally less than Kerfoot.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Okay, you're gonna find one who's 26, makes $3.5 million, is useful for your third line. You have
everyone seems to agree. Everyone seems to agree that but McCann played for Dubas's OHL team, so.
What? Oh, fuck. Was he a Sioux Greyhound?
Yep.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
Yep. Bro, this is what I'm talking about. Like, okay, I'm being extremely fair. It is fair to say the Leafs need to find a way to get fans excited about this team. And you're going to start by acquiring a guy who you promptly lose for nothing 4 days later. Bad start.
Well, if it was a smart move, I think Leafs fans would understand it. They're very educated in terms of. I think. Listen, Steve. If it was a move that it's like, oh, this protects a definite thing, and for sure, I think Leaf fans could understand that, right? I think they could, and I think the average fan doesn't really know a whole heck of a lot about Jared McCann. With respect, if you're listening to this show, you're not an average fan. You are a hardcore hockey fan. Because it takes a hardcore hockey fan to seek out a show on Spotify or YouTube and listen to it 2 hours, 3 times a week. That's hardcore. That's what you are.
Yep.
But with the Leafs, and I understand, like the average fan, again, not going to have heard of Jared McCann, probably. But my point here is you've got the center that is growing and developing into that role. I loved the Alex Kerfoot I saw in the playoffs.
Yep.
And listen, if you're going to sit there and tell me, well, that's not the Marner and Matthews we know, in the playoffs, can you not also have the reverse and say, well, Kerfoot found his groove in the playoffs?
The goalpost made of spaghetti. Like, it's just unbelievable. It's not. Stop sticking up for this team until they give you a reason. Stop
100%.
it. Stop
and
it.
listen,
Stockholm syndrome. My God.
open to it, open to cheering for this team, want them to succeed, want Kyle Dubas to be the smartest GM in the league. But we were sold on him being the smartest GM in the league. And I'm not seeing it in the re-signing. I'm seeing good trades, but I don't get the Justin Hall protection thing. Straight up. I don't think there's any excuse for signing Travis Dermott for 2 years. I don't think there's any excuse for that. You let him go to arbitration and you say, the numbers suck. The numbers suck, Trav. You're getting 925, not 1.5 million for 2 years. And then you're going to protect a $2 million defenseman over your third line center when you have no forward depth beyond your big four. Are you kidding me?
I'm fascinated to see who's on the Toronto Maple Leafs by August 1st.
Yeah.
Because then we'll go through the expansion draft and the draft and a few days of free agency. Because we're really early in the process, despite being very close to that date. We're really early in the process. But if he's got something up his sleeve, it's news to me, and I'll be very surprised to see what it is because I don't understand what's going on.
Now, are you guys doing you're doing the NHL draft together, right, on the stream?
Yeah, not the expansion, the NHL draft.
I'm pretty sure it's the expansion draft, man.
Oh, we're doing the expansion draft?
Yeah, we're doing Wednesday.
I thought we're going to. Yeah, I got a text that it was not Wednesday.
Oh, this is
we're definitely doing the expansion draft.
Because Jesse said he was going to look up prospects.
Yeah, the prospects.
They're doing.
I heard you say that too, and I was just like, no, I didn't.
Oh, I guess I'll check in again, but I thought it was Friday.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Unless I have to make a phone call.
No, we'll check after the.
What I love about that, I just thought it would be great if you guys were stuck doing the first round of the draft and there's no Leafs draft pick. I just think that would be very funny.